Okay, good afternoon, class. So at this point we're looking at Bodmas Book A Worksheet 2. Okay. For some reason or other that something went wrong in the previous video, so I'll do that in my spare time. Okay. So we're looking at Book A Worksheet 2. The first sum being 2 1/3 divided by 12 minus 9. Okay. So what needs to be done first here? The brackets. Okay. So that's going to give us 12 divided by 9 is 12 minus 9 is 3. So you divide by 3. Not so. But the 2 1/3 can be written as 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So it's 7 over 3. You all agree with that? So we need to change this to multiplication. So we tumble and times 3. So it's 7 over 3 multiplied by 1 over 3. Is there anything that can cancel here? No. So 7 times 1 is 7 and 3 times 3 is 9. So the answer is 7 over 9. You all agree with that? Any issues here? No. Okay. Number 3. In number 3, the question says 6 multiplied by half plus a third in brackets. Okay? So, what must be done first? The bracket, not so. So, what's your LCM here inside the bracket? 6. So, 2 multiplied by what is 6? 3. So, 1 times 3 is 3 plus. 3 multiplied by what is 6? 2. So, then it will be plus 2. So, it's 6 over 1 multiplied by 5 over 6. So what's going to happen now? 6 is cancelled, so it's going to be 5 over 1. What's 5 over 1? 5 over 1 will be 5. Okay, any issues here? No? Let's carry on to the next one. Number 5. What again needs to be done there is the brackets. Can 3 go into 9 without remainder? Yes, so your LCM is going to be 9. So 9 times what is 9? 9 times 9 is 81. You times it by 1. 3 times what is 9? 3. And 6 times 2 times 3 is 6 times 24 over 1. So what's 7 minus 6? 1 over 9 multiplied by 24 over 1. See anything that can cancel here? Yes. The 3 goes into 9 thrice, into 24 8 times. 1 times 8 is 8, 1 times 3 is 3. Is that correct? Who got that answer right? Where did you go wrong, Michael? You're doing a crossword. Okay, who got the sum wrong? You. Right? What did you get, Michael? Yeah, read for me your first line you got there. Read, don't tell me what you did. Just read your first line you have. Okay. 21 minus 18 over times 24 over 1. Right, next line.
3 over 27.
Yeah.
4.
Yes, carry on.
Then I got 3 times 6.
So 1944. How you get that? 3 and 24 is going to give that big number, no? 24 times 3 is 12. 6, 7 is 72. So you should have had 72 over 27. That day? I never ever told you must multiply it. And then you multiply this here. I think that is what they taught you in primary school. No? You must. Yeah, this is what they tell you. So you've got that. And then this you must multiply that and then that and you add that. No? Something like that.
But for the previous one, the number we couldn't find out if the same without the remainder, I didn't like it, so then I didn't, since they didn't do remainder, I just control it.
Okay.
So that's what they-
But now you see how big these sums are here. Can you see? If you just follow the rule, it's going to be simple. What you have to do here was, at this point already, before we multiply, what must I supposed to have done? Simplify. So you say, okay, 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 27 9 times. 3 goes into 9 thrice, 3 goes into 27 8 times. So it's 8 over 3. Okay. I never ever told you to multiply that. Ever. Okay. And again, why are you saying 27? If 3 can go into 9. You understand it now? Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? Yes, Michael?
So I didn't simplify.
So you got what? 24 over 9, you're going to lose them all. So 3 can go into 24 and into 9 without remainder. So watch out for that. No? You're going to lose that more. People, let's go to number 7. So 1 minus a quarter is 3 over 4. If you didn't know that, we're going to find an LCM. What's your LCM here? Can 1 go into 4? Yes. So 1 multiplied by what is 4? 4. So I multiply that also by 4. 1 times 4 is 4 minus. 4 multiplied by what is 4? 1. So that will give you 1 divided by 3 over 8. So what's 4 minus 1? So it will be 3 over 4. You change that to multiplication and you swap that around. So you times 8 over 3. See anything that can cancel here? Yes, what can cancel? 3 going 3 once, 3 going 3 once. 4 going to 4 once, 4 going to 8 twice. It's going to be 2 over 1, which is 2. Who got that wrong? Who got the sum wrong? Yes, where did you go wrong, Michael?
I said 1 times 4.
Okay, tell me what you are writing your second step.
So I said 1 times 4 over 1 times 4.
1 times 4 over 1 times 4, yes?
Minus 1 over 4.
You times by 1, yes?
Then so I said 4 over 4 minus 1.
So you got 4 over 4 minus 1 over 4, yes?
So and then I cross.
That 4 and that 4.
Yes.
But you can only cancel across a multiplication sign. That is a minus sign, so you can't cancel. Okay? Anybody else made a mistake yet? You didn't get this one wrong. Okay. Okay, so watch out for that. No? Alright, let's look at number 9. What needs to be done first here? The brackets. Okay, so inside the bracket you have a 2 minus a quarter, so that will be 7 over 4. Now say we didn't know that, okay? So where do we start? We start by putting that over 1. What's my LCM here? 4. So 2 for 1 must be multiplied by what to get 4? 4. Multiply that by 4. 2 times 4 is 8 minus 4 multiplied by what is 4? 1 times by 1. Multiplied by 8 over 21. What's 8 minus 1? 7 over 4 times 8 over 21. What's going to happen now? Simplify. So 7 going to 7 once, 7 going to 21 thrice. 4 going to 4 once, 4 going to 8 twice. So my answer is 2 over. Any confusion here? Anybody made a mistake in number 9? Yes, Michael?
So I said 2 over 1. I said
2 over 2. So you got 2 over 1 minus 1 over 4. So you say 2 over 2 here. Okay, no problem. Anybody else? Yes, Michael?
So I put the same thing to the
You did that there? Please stop that, okay? You're going to make a mistake all the time. Because later on, when you have three fractions, that will never work. That is why I never teach that method. The method I teach will always work for everything and all scenarios. You understand? So that cross multi that doesn't work. It only works if there's two fractions. We're going to go into scenarios where there's more than two fractions very soon. And then you must learn this way anyway. Okay. Yes, Michael. Okay, so what did you write? No, what your first step you did? 2 over 1 minus 1 over 4 times 8 over... People, that's a sum. If I ask you for your first line, you must look here. Okay, for the first step you did. You just read out what you did. Carry on. Don't tell me what you do. Read the line. Okay, read. Yes. Yes. So if I multiply that by 4, then you shouldn't get 4, you should get 8. Okay. And you got 4 at the bottom. Okay. Minus 1. So you got times 2 anyway. Did you leave this out? Are you doing this by parts? People, another thing that you guys have done in primary school, I see. You do that part and you leave this out. You're going to lose a mark for every time you do that. Eh? So you guys are changing the sum. You can't change the sum like that. This must be brought down all the time. Okay? So you got 7 over 4 multiplied by 8 over 21, yes? 56 over 84. Now what do you... And you left it like that. Okay, carry on. So 6 goes into here 8 times and 6 goes into here 12 times, yes? Yes? You got 2 over 3. Then you got the sum right. I thought you got the sum wrong. People, if you get the sum right, using a different method is fine. Okay? And if I ask you for the first line maker, I don't want you to tell me what you multiply by. You have to just read 8 minus 1 over 4 times that. And then you say 7 over 4 times that. That is what I expected from you. Okay? Instead of you explaining what you did, because I can see from your answer, your next line, what you did. You understand? And again, if you got the sum right, you don't have to tell me you got it right. Okay? Who else got the sum wrong? Then I can highlight to you what is wrong in your calculation. You guys okay? No? Am I moving too fast? No. Okay, so let's look at number 11. What needs to be done first here? The brackets. So we're going to change this to improper fraction. Not so. So it's 5 over 7 divided by 8 over 7 minus 4 over 7. Okay, that's a 4. Is the denominator the same?
Yes.
Do I need to change it to 49? No. So you just say 5 over 7 divided by, now 8 minus 4 is 4 over 7. You all agree with that? Now what? We change this to multiplication. So it's going to be 5 over 7 multiplied by 7 over 4. So 7 going to 7 once, 7 going to 7 once. So 5 times 1 is 5. 1 times 4 is 4. So it's going to be 5 over 4 or 1 and a 4. Who got the sum wrong? Yes, Michael? Sorry? So did you get up until this point here? So you didn't change that. Okay, remember when you got division, it must be changed to multiplication, and the fraction that follows that, you tumble in times, you swap that around. Okay? And who else? Yes, Michael?
So I only multiply and change the numerator to numerator.
So you got 5 over 7. You changed that to multiplication, but you left it as 4 over 7. Okay, just remember, make a note there. If you change to, if you do multiply, sorry, you will tumble and times. Tumble means swap around, and then change it to multiplication. Okay. Anybody else? Yes, Michael? So you working with a mixed fraction.
No, so I converted it and then I still bring the 1 down.
So that was your mistake. So after converting that to 8 over 7, you still brought that 1. So you said 1 and 8 over 7. Okay, so watch out for that. Anything else, people? Anybody else? No. Okay. So let's look at number 11. Okay. Now that was number 11. So now we're looking at number 13. Right. What needs to be done first here? The brackets. Okay, so I can change this also to improper fractions if you like. So that's going to give you 5 over 2 divided by the bracket. Is there anything that can simplify in that bracket? Yes. 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 6 twice. And that's it. 1 times 5 is 5 over 2 times 8 is 16. So what do I do now? I change this to multiplication. And what do I do? Swap that around. So that's going to give you 5 over 2 multiplied by 16 over 5. Is there anything that can cancel there? Yes. 5 goes into 5 once, 5 goes into 5 once. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 8, and 16, 8 times. So 1 times 8 is 8 over 1, which is 8. Who got that sum right? Where did you go wrong, Michael?
I'm not quite sure where we're going.
Right, read for me your line, your first line you have here.
First line is 2 and 1
Yeah?
divided by bracket 6 over 16
6 over 16,
times 15 over 16.
15 over 16. Okay, many mistakes you're making here. You are firstly saying times that by 2 and times that by 2. That's how you get 6 over. Then you say times by 3. What is this? A 8, no? There's the 8. The 6. So you multiply that by 3, and 3 times 3 is 18. That's already stated. Mistake number 1. Okay. But why are you finding an LCM here? When do we find an LCM? So make a note here. We only find an LCM if we're adding and subtracting. Okay. So you will see later on that you made the same mistake in these sums. Okay. So you're not going to tell me every time I made a mistake and then you refer to the same thing. Okay. Okay. Anybody else made a mistake that wants to let us know where you're going wrong? People, it's important to let me know where your mistakes are, because then others can learn from your mistake, and importantly, you won't make the same mistake. Okay. Anybody else? Yes. You got it wrong. Yes. Where did you go wrong? Read for me your first line.
2,
Yes.
2 times 2 is 4.
No, don't tell me what. 2
5
times.
over 2.
So 5 over 2, yes?
Brackets 18 times
You got no sign yet.
side outside the divide.
Divide, yes?
18 times 40 over.
So you also found an LCM. You said 18 times 40 over 48. So again you multiply this. No? Then you multiply that. Is that correct? That's 18 and that is 40. You see, that what you're doing there, again you find an LCM. When do we do that? When do we find LCM? Addition and subtraction. But I don't want you to do that rule. Please. No? Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else want to let us know where they're going wrong? Otherwise, you guys okay? Yes, Michael?
So I didn't think that I had to simplify the sum. Because
This point here,
this
make a note there. Simplify before multiply. Always simplify before you multiply. These sums are going to get big, people. We don't want you to go down that rabbit hole, no? Where you're going to lose yourself, okay? So now I'm going to take us off here, as I need the space. Right, number 15. What needs to be done first? Isn't this the same sum? No. Right, so what needs to be done first? Bracket says 14 over 1 multiplied by. You change this to improper fractions, not so? I'm going to keep the bracket because I still have two fractions inside the bracket. Okay, or two terms. That's going to give you 7 times 1 plus 1 is 8 over 7 minus 6 over 7. You all agree with that? Do I need to find the LCM or is it sorted already? Sorted already. So it's 14 over 1 multiplied by 8 minus 6 is 2 over 7. Now what? Simplify. So 7 goes to 7, 1, 7 goes to 14 twice. So 2 times 2 is 4 over 1, which is 4. Who got that sum wrong? And don't know where they went wrong. Yes? You went know where you went wrong. What did read me your line about there? One instead of 2 over 4. So you swap that around and say the 1 over 40. Okay, so watch out for that. Okay, also it's the second fraction that swaps around, it's not the first one. Okay.
Your attention please, Mr. Helsinger, can you please report to the office?
Anything else? Anybody
Mr.
else?
Helsinger to report to the office immediately.
Okay, can I carry on? Yes, Michael. Okay, number 17. What needs to be done first? Brackets. So that's going to give you 14 over 1 divided by. Change that to improper. So you times and you add. It's going to give you 9 over 4 minus 1 over 2. Can 2 go into 4? Yes. So what's my LCM? 4. Okay? Don't say 8. So that divided by. So LCM is 4. So 4 multiplied by what is 4? 1. You times by 1, I get 9. We timesing that by 2. So I'm going to get 2. So it's going to be 14 over 1 divided by 7 over 4. So what do I do now? Double n times. Not so? So that's going to give us 14 over 1 multiplied by 4 over 7. Now what do we do? Simplify before we multiply. Not so? 7 going to 7 once, 7 going to 14 twice. 2 times 4 is 8 over 1, which is 8. Okay. Who got the sum wrong? Yes, Michael? 14 over 1, yes?
Divide brackets 9 over 4 minus 2 over 24.
2 over 24. So you multiply this by 6. Just hang on, sorry about that. So in other words, you multiply this by 6. Not 6, 12. This is your mistake here. Okay, who gave this answer here? Can you see your mistake? Because your LCM is 4. So that I have to multiply by by 2. How do you get 24? Because if you had multiplied this by 12, then I would have expected you to have 12 on top. And not 2 on top, you understand? So the girl behind you also had a mistake, made a mistake. What's your mistake, Michael? You wrote the wrong sum. Okay. Anything else? Anybody else? Yes. Okay. Let's go to number 19. Number 9. I'm going to pull 21 up after 9, down to 19. Okay, I didn't leave enough space here. Okay, but anyway, number 19. What needs to be done first here? Brackets. So it's going to be 10 over 1 divided by. I changed that to improper fractions. So 8 plus 1 is 9 over 8 minus 1 over 2. People, can 2 go into 8? Yes. So what's my LCM? 8. Okay, don't say 16. Okay, it's 8. So it's 10 over 1 divided by 8 as your LCM. So I multiply this by 1. Multiply that by 4. So 1 times 9 is 9 minus 4. So it's going to be 10 over 1 divided by 5 over 8. It becomes 10 over 1 multiplied by 8 over 5. 5. So what do I do now? Simplify. 5 into 5 once, 5 into 10 twice. So 2 times 8 is 16 over 1, which is 16. Okay. Anybody made a mistake in the sum here? Nobody? Okay, the girl at the back, is your hand up? It's still up. Oh, he's catching it, okay. Anything else, people? Anybody else? No? Alright, so let's take this off here. So with number 21. Right. So what needs to be done here? What needs to be done first? The brackets. So number 1 can be written as 1 over 1. So what's my LCM here? 6 is the LCM. Not so. Don't need the bracket because that's one fraction now. So 1 must be multiplied by what to get 6? 6. 6 multiplied by what is 6? 1. Not so. So 1 times 6 is 6 minus 1 divided by 10 over 1. So what's 6 minus 1? So it's 5 over 6 multiplied by 1 over 10. Not so. Anything that can cancel here? Yes. 5 into 5 once, 5 into 10. So it's 1 over 6 times 2 is? See any confusion here? Who got the sum wrong? Right, where you got wrong in front, Michael? Read me your first line.
5 over 6 divided by 10.
Yes. Divided by 10, yes. Carry on.
5 over 3 times 5 over 1.
Okay, so you swap that around and you simplify.
And then,
Just hang on.
no, I didn't swap the 10 and 1 around.
So you got 5 over 6 and you said this times 10 over 1. Then, so you changed the multiplication, but you didn't swap the fraction around. Okay, so what's that after that? The girl behind you, you also said you made a mistake?
Multiplying with the minus sign.
Okay, so we'll read from your first line you have.
About 6 over 6 minus 1 over 6.
Yes.
Divided by 10.
Yeah.
And then again 1 over 6
mistake is here. 6 minus 1 is 5. You wrote 1. You see that? That's your mistake. No? Anybody else? Yes, Michael?
So I converted the one in sum.
Sorry?
I converted the one in sum.
Carry on. Read what you wrote.
So I have 506. I jumped a step. 506 divided by 10 over 1.
Yeah?
Then 506 times 10 over 1. So
But you made the same mistake like she. Okay? So if you don't understand where you made a mistake, you can just let me know. Or we haven't dealt with it, as we did already. Okay, so you don't have to let me know. Okay, so let's look at number 23. Let's pull this up here. Are you guys understanding what's happening, no? Then just let me know. If you don't understand, I'll try and explain again. Okay. Number 23. So what needs to be done first here? Brackets. So we change to improper. That's going to give us
Good
5 over
afternoon,
3
may I
plus
have
1
your
over
attention
2.
please? The following learners,
LCM
if you can please report to the office.
6.
Jordan Arendse,
So you must start this by
Kalthum Ori,
2.
and Tyra
Yeah.
Machuenlika.
Sorry.
Then I have a brush and a pyrotechnics in lost property. Please come and collect at the office. Also a reminder, tomorrow is service day. The theme is polka dot. The cost of it is 5 rand. Then there are also prizes up for grabs for those learners who are dressed, the most dressed in theme, and also the class with the most participation. So learners, please support them. It goes for a good cause. Thank you.
Alright, so this is a wrap up before the bell rings, which is going to be soon. That's 1 over 6 multiplied by 48 divided by 4 is 12. So that's 12 over 1. There's a bracket needs to be done first. 6 goes into 6 once, 6 goes into 12. 1 times 2 is 2 over 1, which is? Okay. The next one, I think somebody already indicated that this is the issue, no? So here is a fraction, a decimal fraction. So 0,5 can be written as 5 over 10. Okay. 0,05 can be 5 over 100. You see as one decimal, so it's 1 0. 0,055 for argument's sake. So it's going to be 55 over 1, 2, 3 zeros. Can you see that, people? 0,426 1 would be 4261 over 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3. You guys understand? Yes, Michael? Half, yes. That will simplify into half. That will simplify into 1 over 20. That will be 11 over 5 goes into 10 to 1 and so on. Okay. So this here would simply be 2 multiplied by 1 minus half, as I indicated it. What is 1 minus half? Half. So it's 2 times half over 1. So 2's cancelled, not so. So it's going to be 1 over 1, which is the last sum before we break, or before we leave. It's number 29. Okay, so what needs to be done here? The brackets first. The 24 divided by 3 is 8. Multiplied. Now 0,25 can be written as 25 over 100. Or you can write a quarter. Not so. So it's 25 over 100. And this is naturally over 1 year. Not so. So 8 goes into, or 4 goes into 8 twice. 4 goes into 100, 25 times. Not so? So 25 into 25 once, 25 to go into 25. So it will be 2 over 1, which is? People enjoy the rest of the day for homework. It's worksheet 3 of book 8. Odd numbers. Okay, we're just going to do 1. Okay. Before you leave, I'm going to send to the group You are writing, just stop here quickly. You are writing a